Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Mighty Mouse. Mouse better have Scarlett Johansson's money. Mouse better have Black Widow her money. Okay? For real. Like, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Listen, I mean, everybody knows we're still in this pandemic, all right? And the thing about it is, the fact that they did not they did not, the fact that they was trying to get over on Miss Scarlett Johansson on her money on this, that's not cool, Disney. That's not cool. That is not cool. And see, the fact that Disney is doing this to Scarlett Johansson, it makes me think about that episode of South Park where they showed you how gangster Mickey Mouse is. Oh, and trust me, that mouse is gangster. He is gangster, and I respect this gangster. I respect the way he handles business. All right, but they need to take care of Scarlett Johansson, because I think if they don't, what's going to happen is it's going to trickle down to all the other actors, actresses, directors, producers, writers, everybody who works on the television series of Disney Plus and the movies with Disney Plus and with Marvel. Okay, you got to take care of her. Okay, you got to. All right, as a sports fanatic and a movie fanatic, let me tell you something. All right, you see many times, we just saw how Aaron Rodgers, he expressed how, he was getting the short end of the stick with the Green Bay Packers, an organization that he's dedicated to, that he shows a strong commitment to, and he goes out there, he continues to strive to be one of the best QBs in the league since he's been a starter in this game. Okay, and it's like he just wants other privileges that other players of his talent, of his caliber, receives. Okay, he wants some respect in this game. All right, so you gotta respect Scarlett Johansson for real. The thing about it with this is like, because at first I'm like, well, man, what is she tripping on? But when I read, and according to the Variety article, okay, Scarlett Johansson, all right, with her contract, she was supposed to get a certain percentage of the theatrical cut, right? But of course, Disney Plus, they released it on Premier Access. Well, I'm sorry, Disney, they released it on Disney Plus via Premier Access. And I got no problem with that. That's how I watch the movie. Right now, me and my family, we're not comfortable going to the movie theater. And I hate that because I love the movies, man. There's anytime I know where I'm going to a movie theater, I'm having a good day, even if it's a bad day. I know within that 2-hour frame that I'm going to have a real good day, real good evening, real good night, or whatever. I look forward to it. But, with Scarlett, and I had assumed that, hey, she was aware of this, but she was not. But kudos to her, for real, man. She went out there, she continued to market the movie and stuff, which that's her duty, that's her job, but she didn't half-ass it, She continued to be very professional, all right? But it's one of those things, it's like, hey, man, apparently in the contract, it had said nothing about Premier Access and streaming, same day streaming. Okay. And this is something that a lot of other actors and actresses have been having problems with. Matter of fact, if you go back last year, Warner Brothers, they had that issue with HBO Max. Well, not with HBO Max, but a lot of the talent, they was complaining about that, Christopher Nolan, the director of the Dark Knight series, he directed Tenet. He had a huge problem with that. Him and other directors. Denzel Washington, he wasn't aware that they was going to release the movie, The Little Things, that he starred in, that came out in January, that they was going to release it in movie theaters and same day streaming. He wasn't aware of it. He was blindsided by it. And director Antonio Fuqua and actor Mark Wahlberg, who stars in the movie, I forgot the name of the movie, but they just released it on Paramount a couple weeks ago. It looks pretty good. But anyways, they didn't know that they was going to be releasing that on streaming until they saw a commercial of it. How insane is that, people? That's insane. And it's not like these are scrub actors. These are A-list actors, people. We're talking Denzel Washington, Mark Wahlberg, okay? Scarlett Johansson. These are A-listers, people. A-listers. All right? I heard Kevin Feige is upset about this, and I kind of wondered. I'm like, I wonder did Feige have anything to do with this? But the word around the campfire is that he did not, and that he encouraged Scarlett to go ahead and sue. Okay, check this out, Disney. Hey man, you got a good thing going. Don't mess it up. You got Kevin Feige. Let me tell you something. He is on a super winning streak. All right. Even the ones that people say he take L's on, he's still winning. All right. It's not going to be like that forever. So it's one of those things like you can let this proceed naturally if there becomes a decline with the MCU, or you can just blow it up yourselves while you could potentially win like 10 more championships. You know, you remember the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe and Shaq? They could have won. You know what? They should have. They could have won 7 rings possibly, but we will never know because they self-destruct on the inside. I'm talking about as an organization. Those two didn't get along. Remember they traded Shaq to the Miami Heat? Yeah, but man, you gotta pay Scarlett though, man. Scarlett been there almost since day one. You know, check this out. Iron Man wasn't the best. It's not a top 10 MCU movie. I still enjoyed it, but guess what? She contributed to that. She was one of the reasons why I enjoyed the movie, or all the Avengers movies. She's one of the reasons. Okay, I mean you can't match her clout. You know, she's a supreme actress, man, and it's like you got to take care of her, because it's one of those things. You know what? Let's say if Scarlett Johansson, let's say if she just let this go and let this slide, right? Let's say if she decided to let this situation slide and not sue. Because it's possible that she probably didn't even want to sue. But here's the thing. Her suing, that's her standing up for the next person, the next man or woman. And if whatever movie studio want to treat them that way. And here's the thing. The next person, they might not be as big or have as much leverage as Scarlett. But see, guess what? The studio, they will use Scarlett Johansson, her situation, as leverage. They're going to be like, see, hey, Scarlett Johansson, she took her L. This is what we gave her. You think we're going to give you more than her? You know, it's what people, it's kind of like what people say about, like, if you're familiar with football, with the New England Patriots, everybody pretty much knows who's Tom Brady, whether if you watch football or not. But Tom Brady, he was never really one of the highest paid quarterbacks or players in the league. And what it is, they will use that as leverage. The organization, the Patriots, they will tell other players, well, why you trying to be the highest paid receiver, highest paid running back, highest paid defensive player? Well, we got the GOAT, Tom Brady, right here. We're not paying him top dollar. So why do you think we should pay you more than him? You think you better than Brady? You know? So they're going to use that as leverage, people. So it's very important that Scarlett Johansson sues and fight this. But here's the thing. Disney is smart. I really believe that they're gonna take care of her. That they are. Right now, this is a crazy situation that's going on, and it's like maybe for the time being, this is what they had to do, and then later on, they're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna take care of you right here, bam, bam, bam. Okay, so you know, but from what I heard after the movie Jungle Cruise, which was released yesterday, they're not doing any more of the premiere access same day release. So. You know, and the next Marvel movie that's coming out is Shang-Chi. So I think we'll get a real good feel to see how much they're gonna make on that. And see, here's the thing with the Black Widow film. I love the movie. I thought the film was real good. And here's the thing: if there wasn't a pandemic, and see, this movie here was done before the pandemic. It was scheduled to be released like in April or May of 2020. All right, so. I like the Captain Marvel movie, but guess what? That movie made $1 billion. Ant-Man movie made about $700-800 million, both of the sequels. So the thing about it is, guess what? That Black Widow movie, that was pretty much, if it wasn't for a pandemic, that could have been $1 billion movie, at least the $800 million movie. You see, Fast and the Furious. Y'all talk crap about Vin Diesel and stuff, but guess what? Vin Diesel, he just did a theatrical release. He is on pace to make $700 million, people. It's all about family. It's all about family in Fast and the Furious. It was all about family in the MCU. Well, it's still all about family, because guess what? Family's going to go through rough patches. All right. And I think this right here, I think all wounds will be healed. Well, I'm hoping, because I love my Disney movies. I love my MCU movies, my MCU shows. All right. Cannot get enough of them. I'm a big fan of Scarlett Johansson. I would love to see her return, come back, or whatever. I'm not sure how they're going to do that. But I think, hey, when I see, that I know Florence Pugh is one of the Black Widows, but the Black Widow is Scarlett Johansson. That's the Black Widow. Okay, but we'll see what's gonna happen. I mean, hopefully they can work that out. Hopefully they can work it out. That's what I'm hoping for, people. All right, and we'll see what's gonna happen. Share your thoughts down below, whether or not let me know, do you think that Scarlett Johansson is justified for suing Disney? And if you was in her situation, would you sue? Or would you just take your L and walk out the door quietly? Share your thoughts down below. Hit that like button, that subscribe button. Student of the game. Peace.